What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So we have a topic that I completely disagree with between the Diamondbacks third baseman Eugenio Suárez and the MLB Home Run Derby. Gino, I think, got robbed from participating in this event. He's fourth most in MLB for homers, and he's not in it somehow, even though the Derby's all about power. And he even said he would participate in the Home Run Derby if he was invited. So I'm guessing he didn't get invited because he wasn't in it. So it just doesn't make sense to me. And I think he got a spot taken by a couple people who I don't think are better than him with power. So I just wanted to make a video about it. We're going to go player by player and see who I agree with and who I disagree with. And if I disagree with, Gino should be in that place. Starting with Ronald Acuna Jr., he has 11 homers. I'm completely fine with this. Acuna's a prolific power hitter, an insane dude, really just a great power hitter. The only reason the homers are low with the 11 is because he's only played like 40-ish games with that ACL tear. But if he started at the regular season, like the regular time with everyone else, he would easily be even up with like 25, 30 by now. Acuna's a stud. Kai Raleigh, also the big dumper, is the next player participating. He is 36, which is well-deserved. He rakes, and he's doing this as a catcher before the All-Star break. To put up 36 homers before the All-Star break with 5 games left as a catcher in Seattle is insane. Seattle's not a good hitter spark. If he was in Colorado, he would probably have 50 by now. Kyle Raleigh is a stud. For our next player, James Wood, dude has crazy power. He's like 6'7", 6'7". If you know, you know. But James Wood has crazy power. He has that big upper length body that when he hits them, he has that muscle behind it, and they go far. And he's up to 24 in the year. James Wood is well-deserved. The first three I agree with Ronald Acuna Jr., Kyle Raleigh, and James Wood. For our next player, Byron Buxton, this is the first one where I disagree with, but I also agree with at the same time, because Buxton, he has 20, and when he hits them, they go 4, and he just has an insane amount of power, like most people on this list. But, like, Gino has more, and I feel like more power, so I feel like this, like, I agree with it, because Buxton should be in. But since Gino isn't in, I would rather see Gino in a spot. But if Gino was in, I would be totally fine with Buxton being in. The next player participating in the Derby will be Oneil Cruz. This guy has insane power. When he hits them, they go far, and he has like the highest exit velocities like of all time. He's 6'8", an inch taller than James Wood, which is crazy. He puts up insane exit velos, like I was saying. So from a power standpoint and a hard hit rate, he for sure should be in, but he only is 16, so when he hits them far and hard, they go far, but he doesn't do it very often with only 16, which is good, but not better than Gino, so I'd rather see Gino in his spot, but Oneil Cruz is a solid, pretty good hitter. For our next player participating in the 2025 Home Run Derby is Junior Caminario. I don't mind this one too much. He's a young stud for the Rays who plays like a 20-year-old veteran with his confidence. He is about to go on pace for the most grounded into double plays in a season, but he hits insane amount of power, sweet compact swing with 20 homers. Junior is a great young player for the Rays, and I don't mind him being here. Brent Rooker, this is the one where I don't really like. If it was last year, I would be totally fine with this because Brent Rooker went off last year, but he's only at 19 on the year, which I don't really agree. Like, he has good power, but I don't like him being here, especially with Gino's 29, 10 ahead of him, and Gino isn't being in here. I would rather see Gino here than Rooker, but without that being said, Rooker has pretty good pop, and he's a pretty solid player. And like last year, like I said, he had like 46 homers. Brent Rooker went off last year. So if it was last year, I would be fine with it. For our last player participating in the Derby, Jazz Chisholm Jr., this is the one that irritates me. Like, Jazz has 17 homers compared to Gino's 29. That's 12 more. And if you look at this list, there's no Dodgers or Yankees player on it, which is why I think Jazz is here. I think he's only here to get clicks on the social medias, the ESPN alerts, because every home run derby, like even a couple years ago when Mookie was in, they only brought him in because there wasn't another Dodger to like sell the clicks. So I think the only reason Jazz is in here is because there's no other Dodger or Yankee to get them the MLB their clicks. And I think Gino should for sure be in Jazz's spot with the 29 homers compared to Jazz's 16 or 17. That's 12 more. I completely disagree with Jazz being here. The home run derby is meant for good players and power. Gino has more home runs than everybody currently in the derby and is a great player. He is the 11th farthest home run of the season, like all Major League, at 466 feet. I don't see why between everyone on this list, especially Jazz, Rooker, and Buxton, Gino isn't in one of their spots. Don't get me wrong, those three are awesome hitters, but Gino's better power and more RBIs, which is why in the Derby, it's all about power, so I think Gino should much rather be here and deserves it more. In 2025, Gino has 29 homers and 75 RBIs with an OPS 875. Gino's fourth in all of MLB in home runs, but Jazz is just one of the Jazz one just irritates me because they need a Yankees or Dodgers for money purposes. But like I was saying, like Gino 29, 75, and OPS 875. Yes, he does strike out a lot, but it's like BP practice during Derby. You don't care about strikeouts, it's just power and hitting balls over the fence. But that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think of the Gino getting snubbed from the home run derby down in the comments. And let me know who you think is going to win the derby. Subscribe for more home run derby and MLB All-Star Game content. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.